What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Hope you're having a nice day. Let me just take a second to introduce myself first before I start the video because I am new here on NinBuzz. I go by Wrath or Amos in the Mario Kart community. I like to play. It's a fun game for me. And today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing you guys a spin drifting tutorial. I've seen a lot of people comment on wanting one of these, and so I thought I'd give it my best shot. Now you might be thinking, what exactly is spin drifting? Now, it took me a while to come up with a solid definition for this, but I think I got it down pretty well. What spin drifting is, at least in my opinion, it's a technique in Mario Kart, obviously, which allows a player to drift in one direction while hopping to the other. It's definitely good for taking sharp turns, especially when your alignment is a little too tight, and it's also good for hopping slightly longer distances. You might not notice it, but in a game like Mario Kart where every single second counts, it definitely comes in handy. Also note that spin drifting will only work with inside drifting vehicles. It means no karts, no outside drifting bikes. Standard bike, that's an outside drifting bike. You're not going to be able to spin drift with it. Where the Mac bike is an inside drifting bike, and you'll be able to use the Mac bike for spin drifting. Now you see here my alignment is going straight for the wall, but thanks to spin drifting, I'm able to go up to the wall, quickly drift to the left, move my control stick back to the right like shown right here, and then, once I land from the mini hop, immediately move my control stick back to the left and complete the drift. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like with my actual hands. See if you can hone in on the sound that the control stick makes as I attempt the drift. From that, I'm hoping you heard that when I got around the wall, which was me spin drifting, you heard two simultaneous clicks very quickly in succession. That's what the spin drift is. As you can see here, zoomed in on my hands, I go quickly back and forth in order to get past the wall. My first example here is going to be the Mushroom Gorge gap jump. As you can see, without spin drifting, when I land, I'm facing the wall, and I'm going to have to continue my mini turbo and complete it before I continue my run. But here, when I'm using the spin drift method, I'm going to be able to spin drift right over the gap and land directly into my wheelie and not have to take the time to complete the mini turbo. This saves a bunch of time. Another example here is on N64 Bowser's Castle, or as my friend likes to say, N64 generic right angles. As you can see here, I'm not able to take the turn sharp enough without spin drifting and just taking a regular drift. I'm going to end up hitting the wall if I do it that way, but here with the spin drifting method, I'm able to pretty much hop from this wall onto that wall and continue my run taking a nice sharp turn. This saves a bunch of time. As you can see here, this is the normal DK Summit double chasm shortcut. You just fall over the first one onto the snow and continue in a drift over the second chasm. But you can save a whole bunch more time than the normal one if you use the spin drift method. As you can see here, I pretty much stick to the snow, shoot right down, saving a whole bunch of airtime, and continue drifting the same way as I would the normal one over the second chasm. This does save a lot of time if done correctly. Now here's the final shortcut I'm going to be comparing for you with the spin drift. It's the Bowser Castle 3 shortcut. As you can see here, you pretty much just stop on the platform, align yourself, and shroom over the gap. But if you add spin drifting to it, it takes on a whole new level. As you can see here, I'm going to be approaching it normally, but only on the fourth yellow boost panel, I'm going to be doing a spin drift. As you can see here, it pretty much throws me to the right side, so I won't even have to stop and align myself. I can just shroom right over the gap and complete the shortcut. Be aware, at least in my opinion, this is the hardest shortcut in the game to actually hit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I summed up spin drifting well for you. See if you can try and hit these shortcuts. If you can, you are a spin drifting master. Feel free to come check out my channel and also leave a comment, I guess, and let me know what you'd want to see in a future tutorial. This is Wrath, and I am out. Peace!